Hey, it's Neil Gallis here, your local lender with Dundee Bank. I wanted to take a minute today and give you a quick update on the announcements that came from the Fed, as well as cut through some of the mystery of what it all means. My hope is to give you a better understanding, as well as a couple talking points to help you navigate these complex times with your clients. I'm also going to touch on something called CPI, also known as the Consumer Price Index. So first, let me explain what the Fed rate is. The Fed rate, which is short for the federal funds rate, is the overnight borrowing rate for banks, and it is not the same as mortgage rate. The talking points this week that you're going to hear will be the Fed rate rose another 3/4 of a point, which is not the same as a 3/4 point raise to mortgage rates. Now you may be wondering, how do moves in the Fed rate affect mortgage rates, and why is it all over the news? Well, it is true, there is no direct correlation between mortgage rates and the Fed rate. When they hike the Fed rate, this tells us they're trying to slow the economy and curb inflation, which in turn tells us there is a high probability that mortgage rates will rise as well. Even though oftentimes mortgage rates have already priced in the changes to the Fed rate ahead of time, it is still used as an indicator to try to predict where the market may be heading. History proves that during Fed rate hike cycles over the past 50 years, if the Fed is successful in cooling inflation, mortgage rates should decline. This is where the Consumer Price Index comes into play. The Consumer Price Index looks at a wide range of market sectors like food, energy, medical, travel, and averages their change over a time period. Typically, this is done over a 12-month rolling calendar, meaning September's 2022 CPI reports is an average change of the cost of goods from September 2021 to September 2022. Now that we know what CPI is, let's talk about the numbers. September's CPI was reported at 8.3%. The good news, that is 0.2% lower than the prior month at 8.5%. The bad news, however, it was 0.2% over the market forecast at 8.1%. This miss in expectations could help explain the overall decline in the stock market directly following September's CPI reports. The next CPI report will be published on October 13th, and this will give us great insight into whether the Federal Reserve has successfully hit their deflationary goals. I hope you found this Market Minute helpful. Reach out to me today if you want to talk more about the market or want to chat about how we can strategize to best help your clients navigate this together. Have a great day.